Welcome to UK Paranormal Search, where tonight we bring you to one of the most haunted and historically rich towns in England, Stratford-upon-Avon. Known worldwide as the birthplace of William Shakespeare, this town is steeped in history, and it's here in the heart of Warwickshire that we begin our investigation. Tonight we're exploring a location with a deep connection to England's Tudor past, a place known to some as the Tudor World Museum. To many, it's also referred to as the Falstaff Experience and the mysterious Shreve's House. Stratford-upon-Avon, a medieval market town in England's West Midlands. It's the 16th century birthplace of William Shakespeare, possibly the most famous writer in the English language. The town benefits tremendously from the resulting tourism and cultural activity, and has gone to great lengths to preserve those buildings that have survived since Shakespeare's time. As a result, the centre of town is quaint and attractive, drawing many thousands of tourists each year to its cultural and historical amenities. But the reason we are here tonight is to investigate the haunted Tudor World Museum. It's a vibrant living history museum located in the heart of Stratford-upon-Avon, just a stone's throw from the iconic Royal Shakespeare Company. Set within a beautifully preserved 16th century Grade II building, the museum brings a rich tapestry of Tudor life to visitors through engaging exhibits. We've come tonight to see if we can uncover the truth behind these spectral sightings. Is it simply the echo of a bygone era, or is something more supernatural still lingering in the shadows?
I'm John Ford, the owner of Tudor World in Stratford-upon-Avon. I'm here to tell you a little bit about the history of the building and some of the occurrences of spirit during investigations. The origins of the site date back to 1296, when the land was owned by the Bishop of Worcester, and it was divided into plots and subplots since that time. The layout of the streets in Stratford, as you see it locally, do date back to the 12th century, and the building we are in now is the Shreve's House and Barn. It's named after William Shreve, who is the first known tenant of the building, and he was given the building for his services to the crown as an archer, and we believe he worked for Henry VIII as an assassin on the side. During its time, it's been the home of many places. During the time of Shakespeare, which Stratford loves, every claim on Shakespeare, this was a tavern called the Three Tuns, and it was owned by a man named William Rogers, who was the landlord. He was a big burly guy, and he was also used as part of the inspiration for the Falstaff character in 3 of Shakespeare's plays. He's the only recurring character in any of the plays. The building is also noted throughout the country as one of the most haunted buildings. There have probably been about 1,000 investigations over the years into paranormal activity in this property. We have had 40 spirits identified. Some are just ordinary sort of poor folk. We've had the archer William Shreve come through to people on a number of occasions. And William Shreve, if you do greet him during an investigation, he is a rather protective spirit. We've also had the spirit of a young girl called Lucy, who was a little bit of an urchin and a pickpocket, and she used to come round here when it was a tavern, pinch people's stuff, jewellery, etc. if she could. She was also, latterly she was injured in a fire and fell into a coma, and she was pronounced dead. And a local surgeon who was studying anatomy decided to do a post-mortem as part of his studies. Unfortunately, when he made his first incision on the stomach, it turned out that she was only in a coma, not deceased. And she came alive but went into shock and died shortly afterwards. If you're going through the museum, probably late at night, She will present herself. You will probably feel like a small hand on your fingers, or someone touching your jewellery, and she's attracted to women that work with children. Now, she's known on several occasions she's actually picked up or pulled on the bottom of their clothes, their coats or their skirts, and just like young children do when they want to get your attention. It feels like it's being tugged. Another spirit that we have, that's been identified on numerous occasions, is that of John Davis, and he was a 17th century knife sharpener. He was also a serial killer and rapist, and he presents himself in an aggressive manner towards women, and they will sometimes feel they've been touched intimately when you know that no one else is around messing about. There's a strong odour of stale tobacco, beer and BO. So he will try and intimidate them. He has been known on occasion to pick on men as well. As you can imagine, with a property like this, we have identified little spirits occasionally, people coming and going. We recently had an investigation where one of the mediums picked up sailors, now which would be very unusual because we're landlocked. We're about as far away from the sea as you can be in the UK, and we would imagine that would be because during the 1980s this building underwent extensive repairs and a lot of the timbers were replaced, and they used timbers from scrapped sailing ships.
As we stand here tonight in the shadows of Shreve's house, the Tudor World Museum, the air feels thick with something more than just history. This building with its century-old walls has witnessed more than its share of strange and unsettling events. Over the years, countless visitors and staff have reported eerie sightings, unexplained phenomena and ghostly stories that refuse to be ignored. One of the most chilling tales is of a red-eyed figure that has been seen lurking in the darker corners of this very building. Described as tall and shadowy, with glowing red eyes that pierce through the darkness. Right, we're going into night vision now here at Tudor World, just outside the building. This is the corridor, or whatever you want to call it, the alley outside. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go in. Steph and Charlie are already in there, so all the lights are out now. It's about, time is it? 10 o'clock? It's about 10 o'clock. So what we're going to do, we're just going to have a quick sweep of the building, get used to it in the dark, and then probably have a quick brew, and then we're going to get into some real investigating later on in the night.
That is pitch black. Whoa, okay.
Just turn it off and just show Phil how black that is.
So if it just switch the camera off, it just switch the night vision off, guys.
Oh no, this is like
That is like
basement.
that is totally dark. The reason being, there's no lights now in this like corridor, so there's no outside elements at all. So when you switch the lights out, it is totally pitch black. Do you feel any different since the lights have gone out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Massively. I had a feel. I said to Steph, I don't think this is going to be a if something happens. It's just going to be to the intensity of which.
Yeah,
it
like
happens.
when it happens.
I think to be honest with you tonight, I think it's going to be like more of just maybe. Obviously, we're going to give it a call out, obviously, because it just gets a bit boring. But I think a lot of it is just going to be like sitting in
Yes.
silence and just seeing if anything does happen.
Yeah.
I know Andy from Conjure Quest has been on, and he's just told me a few more tales that I didn't know about the place. I presume that's your cup, Jangling.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I'm just sticking the coat up.
So shall we carry on?
I
And
think for me today, with my shirt being quite loose, if I like feel someone touching me, I'm gonna put it down to the shirt unless it's like a clear
tug.
sort of deal. But, there's a little ramp up here. I can't get over how dark it is.
It's pitch black.
Oh, there's a figurine in there. I never
Yeah.
saw him last time.
What's in there?
Like, imagine, so back in the day you would have had tiny little candle lighting.
Again, it's one of them places that you can just go back to in time, basically. You can just picture the way it would have been in its day, kind of thing, with all the little flickering oil lights and that sort of thing. On the top floor, now I say if you look down there, it's totally pitch black. So when you're in the ship room later, it's going to be really dark up there for you.
Really dark. Yeah.
So what I might do first is we'll have a quick walk around here, and then what I might do, I might set a Facebook Live up for half an hour. You can have a torch on, just
Yeah.
to get used to the room, and then later on in the night I'd like to go back up there, totally in the dark,
Okay.
and just see if you actually do feel anything.
Okay.
I guess that's me rubbing on that.
What?
No, it was a leaf, it was your back. Okay.
It's my sister.
Good.
I don't know. I really don't like it here.
This is.
I think it's just because it's so dark. I'm not used to it.
I think a lot of it's psychological because of all the little. I said this in other videos. Because of all the little rooms coming off the corridors, you expect something to pop out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of thing.
And for me, because this is set up like a hallway, like a street, I'm expecting there to be like natural light.
Yeah.
And yet it's there's not even like a skylight up there. It's just wood.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be up there. Well, you just noticed that.
Like, why? What is he doing? Killing his baby?
No idea.
Oh god.
I need the fighting thing here. He actually reminds me of something. Well, I didn't say on camera because they probably know what I'm talking about.
The eyes on that mannequin are horrible.
Well, this is the plague doctor.
What was that noise?
What was that
Oh,
noise? Are you
What?
joking?
No, I'm not actually joking.
What's
There
that?
was a tap in there, and then there was a movement down
I
there.
didn't hear anything.
Did you not hear that shuffle?
No,
No.
I didn't hear a thing, dude.
Wasn't me
Yeah,
like
just
that,
take
was it?
take a breath.
Wasn't
We're
that,
still
was
here
it?
together, don't we?
Wasn't that, was it?
No, it was downstairs.
So this is
I think you've got to think as well. It is cold, and this is a lot of natural wood.
this is the plague doctor.
So the
And
creaking.
there's the.
Oh,
I heard that.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
That was like a. Ooh.
No, I heard that. The plague doctor.
So the creaking.
The plague
So
doctor.
the creaking.
Now it's weird because
Could be outside.
it could be, but I was just going to say, to be honest, there's not a lot. I thought there would be, but there isn't a lot of environmental noise.
No, I think that if you look, they're thick brick
I've heard no
walls.
cars.
No.
I've heard no speaking or nobody talking outside.
Not while
I heard something. It could have been somebody locking up maybe and shutting the gate. I don't
It
know.
sounded like a woo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
exactly what I heard. You definitely could have called that on camera.
I did hear it. I heard that.
Yeah. Should I call out?
It's so quiet. Yeah, go on. Just say, yeah, go on. Give it a call out, yeah. It's only early, we're just having a walk around. And...
Hi, if that was you, can you make that noise again for us? Just one more time, please. I thought
Go on.
halfway through then I could hear like distant talking.
Distant talking.
But it was so faint that I know it wouldn't have been picked up on camera.
Now I can hear you.
Okay.
It's down there now, guys.
Yeah, it's pitch black, isn't it?
There's just no natural light at all coming from outside, is there?
No. It's like being underground.
Okay, so if there is...
Sorry, that's me, I'm just moving.
Okay. If there is anybody with us, anybody from the spirit world tonight, we're here all night. We're here for the next 4 or 5 hours or so. My name is Phil,
I'm Steph.
I'm Charlotte.
and we're asking you tonight to maybe come forward at whatever time you want to, or whenever you feel free to do so. Come forward and let us know that you are here. Inviting you in. We've come a long way to see you. Lots of tales about this place. Lots of stories. Also, this was a tavern, the 3 Tons. There's a little spirit child called Lucy here, if you wish to come forward. If you wish to come and contact us tonight. I believe you was a bit of a pickpocket. You want to come and pickpocket us tonight, then feel free to do so. We're inviting you to come forward. We know you had an unfortunate end to your life, but we also do know that you like yourself. You like to make yourself known. So again, we're inviting you as well tonight. Then come and pull our clothes, maybe. Come and tug our clothes. What was that? Did you hear that?
Like an alarm.
No, is that like a metally breath?
That sound.
Yeah.
Do you know what that sounded like?
I thought that was you.
No, that was the exact sound
Right, okay.
I heard when I was at RAF Davidstow,
Yeah.
and it sounded like one of the artifacts had been moved.
Yeah, it sounded like, I thought it was like a
And what's even
That
more
was
weird,
behind you.
what's even more weird,
Yeah.
and this is going to sound really weird.
I might have to put a torch on if you.
No, you don't, but this is going to sound really weird, but I know the story of a certain person in this place that used to be an axe.
I've just seen like an
Oh, I'm gonna have to
like
put
a
the light on.
No,
orb
leave
or
it off.
something come behind Charlie, like a light.
I know of a spirit person that you don't know about. Now I don't know if this is just psychological because I know the story, but that could have been, or what sounded like, a knife being sharpened.
Ooh.
Did you?
Kind of, yes.
Yes.
Because I just had a metally breath. If
And
you
I-
play that back, that's exactly how I described it. And that's what it would sound like.
And I'm not going to tell you too much more, but I know a story about an axe grinder and the person who used to sharpen knives.
Oh, I just heard like
I
a
just felt
high
like-
pitched
Fuck.
noise.
I think I've just
So
been
that's
touched on the
quite
back of my
bright.
head.
Oh, I just heard. Javier.
I felt something. I'm not saying it was a touch, but
Sorry, that's me.
I've just felt
Fuck up.
something
Sorry.
very briefly touch the back of. Shut up, that's me.
Fucking hell, Phil.
Phil.
The back.
Jesus
I
Christ.
just felt something in the back of my head being touched.
I thought I saw a figure, like a head down there, but it's the spikes on top
Okay,
of the pillars.
if there is anybody here,
Oh, I might need to like.
we heard
Down in here.
maybe.
Why?
You
You
know,
okay?
just because the
Are you okay,
floorboard-
Charlie?
yeah,
'Cause
'cause the
you're not
floorboard's a
usually like
creature.
this. You look really nervous tonight, and you're not usually like this.
Like I said to Steph, in this place, I feel like it's not a if something happens, it's like a when and how intense it's going to be. Like, I think we're going to hear things, and I think we're going to, sorry, that's me. I feel like we're gonna be like touched, and it's just whether it's gonna be like an intense, like a proper like yank touch, or whether it's just gonna be like mind playing games sort of deal. But like down there in the dark, because I can't see anything, it looks white. And as you were talking, I kept on trying to like move my eyes just to see, and it just kept on looking like there was like black.
A mass.
Yes.
Okay, if that was a spirit that made that noise before,
Should we sit down so it's not creaking or something?
whoever you are, could you please do that?
Did you just say that?
Let
Like,
me put the cup down, because I can't tell if that's just me making this
no,
noise.
did you? Like a.
I heard something, but I thought it was Charlie's
No,
call.
that might literally, it might be my cup.
When my ears are playing tricks on me now.
I haven't heard anything. Are you able to knock on anything just so we know that you're here? Again, we're here to cause no harm, just here to communicate with you if you wish to speak.
That's outside.
Yeah, that was outside.
I'm just going to move my feet, guys.
You look nervous, Steph.
I am a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel a little bit apprehensive.
See, if you hadn't come tonight, I'd have been doing this place totally alone, totally in the dark.
I think because
I could not be here alone.
I'd be doing this.
Forget
What I'd be
that.
doing. I'd do this tonight in total darkness, like we are now.
I wouldn't want to do it
Yeah,
on my own.
no. I don't have the courage.
There is another room upstairs, but we're not going to go up there just yet.
No.
Yeah. I think it's just one of them places that you're just going to have to be patient.
Something will definitely happen tonight.
Are you able to walk towards us? Are you able to say my name? Or say Steph's name or Phil's? Should we walk a bit further in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're having the cigarettes on
You
it.
torch.
That's so bizarre that I literally said it sounded like a
Well,
metal
I just heard
breath
a
almost.
high pitched noise, and I thought it was
No,
like an alarm.
it sounded like an artifact being moved, or like when I
Like
I knew
metal
the
chain.
story of the knife sharpener, and I put it down to like that could have been that sort of sound,
Yeah.
but I knew the story of that.
I just heard a high
To be
pitched
honest.
noise, and I couldn't have picked
Oh
out.
gosh,
what it
it's
was.
gone cold in here.
Yeah, it is cold in here.
This
we
is
can sit
supposed to
down
be.
in here.
This is supposed to be quite active.
Yeah, this has gone freezing.
To be
Let's
honest,
sit, and then we're not going to make any noise with our
Yeah,
feet.
and I've put my drink down.
this room is supposed to be quite active.
You want to call that?
Pardon?
Okay. Is there any spirits here with us? We mean you no harm. We come here respectfully. But can you please give us some sign that you're here? Maybe you can make a sound. Or come forward and touch one of us. We don't mean you any harm. We're only here for one night. Can you make a breath? A whisper? Maybe the little girl? Can you let us know where in the building you are? I've got a cold draft on my right cheek.
Also in between us.
Yeah.
I haven't felt anything.
Don't you?
No, so.
I can only feel it on this side, which is weird because there's no windows in here.
I've been told there's a little girl called Lucy that likes to run around. Would you like to come out? I just heard something in the other room.
Sorry.
I feel like I heard something in the other room.
In there.
Yeah.
What did you hear?
Almost just like a faint little something moving almost. Was that you in the other room? Or if that's anyone, if you'd like to come into this room just so we know that you're here. Again, we're not here to cause you any fear, any harm. We're just here to communicate with you if you wish so.
William? John? Lucy? Are you here? Did I go in that room there?
Yeah.
That's what she had, girls. You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I don't feel as bad in here as I did in the other room.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you feel bad near?
I don't feel anything. I did hear that noise though.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
God, it just gets random bits of being freezing cold, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit odd.
Yeah, that's it.
What room's this?
This is the ship.
No, the shit room's upstairs, isn't it?
Oh
Oh no, this is the shit room. So
What's this?
see, this is supposed to be very active in here.
Is it?
To be honest, this is the coldest room out of all of them, I'm not going to lie.
I don't want to sit on my own.
This is supposed to be very active. The bit we're in now is the shit room. Now this shit room is supposed to be one of the most active parts of this house. So we'll just see if we get anything in here. There's quite a few tales of things happening to people actually in this room. I say we're just giving it a quick walk around and then we're going to go back for a cup of coffee and then we're going to do a little bit more later on.
I don't particularly like it in here, but I said that to you when we first walked round.
You don't like it in here?
Not really, no.
Oh, see, I feel fine.
For any reason, Steph?
No, when we first did the walk around with all the lights on, I didn't particularly like it in here. I don't know whether it's because of the mannequins or because I know that the stairs go up to a room. I don't know, I'm just not a fan of it in here at all.
Are you able to knock on anything?
I know, like this. Fun door this. Can you knock back? Moving object. Cheek.
Oh yeah. I keep thinking that I'm seeing movement over there. Where that back wall is, there's like a shelf. And the light keeps catching my eye and I keep feeling like I'm seeing movement over there, but I don't know what.
The shelves by the stairs?
No, the shelf on that back wall over there.
Oh,
Okay, there's a bit of wood.
Right, okay.
But it could be because there's light there. Could just be playing with my eyes.
You look, it sounds really uncomfortable.
I don't know, I feel a bit tight chested in here.
Do you?
I feel heavy chested, yeah.
Charlie?
I feel absolutely fine in him. The only place I didn't feel comfortable was,
Where we heard that noise.
yeah.
Yeah.
But see, I knew my like.
It's gone very cold behind me. Oh, it's a drafty building.
Yeah.
See, that's why I said I might need to like.
What?
No, I don't think I had anything. That might have just been on my beanie. But like I could tell my like anxiety was very high. In the
I've never
area.
seen you like that.
Yeah, I just felt very
I know you haven't been on many with me, but
pitch black.
It felt like we were being watched and that.
Yeah, that's the only time I've actually been like, holy shit, like scary. This, I could sit here all day. I could have a cup of coffee and chat here. Which I wouldn't mind experimenting with, because Steph and I think that when you're silent and calling out versus just having a social chat and maybe having
Did you
like
hear
a
that little tap
that was
then?
me, sorry. That was
Okay.
my mum. Like downstairs, we were literally making a cup of tea, and
Yeah.
yet that breath was so clear in between the both of us.
that brings part one of our investigation here at the Tudor World Museum to an end. This place is steeped in history, mystery and stories of hauntings, but what truly sets the tone is the darkness. For the girls, I think this was a real challenge at first. The darkness is absolute, and when you're not used to it, your senses go into overdrive. Every sound feels magnified, every shadow seems alive. That metallic noise was one of the first strange things we picked up tonight. We also heard a few other noises, subtle but enough to make us pause. In the moment standing there in the dark, it's so easy to let your mind jump to the paranormal.
Oh my god, that is pitch black. Turn your light off.
Yeah.
Oh, that is pitch black. I guess that's me rubbing on that.
What?
No, it was a leaf. It was your back. Okay.
It's my sister.
Good.
I don't know. I really don't like it here.
A knife being sharpened.
Ooh.
Did you?
Kind of, yes.
Yes.
Because I just had a metally breath. If
And
you
I-
play that back, that's exactly how I described it.
But let's consider this. Could these sounds have a simpler explanation? Tudor World is located in a busy area, and at night there's still plenty of activity nearby. Businessmen operating late, people coming and going. Sounds from outside could easily seep into the building. Yet in this atmosphere in the dark and a so-called haunted place, it's hard not to interpret every creak, every clang as something more. Your senses are heightened, your mind is on edge, especially for the girls who aren't as familiar with these settings as I am. It's easy to see how the imagination takes over. I'll let you make your own mind up. Were these noises simply environmental, or were they something more sinister? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And trust me, this is just the beginning. In part 2, Charlie swears she saw something, an experience you won't want to miss. Thanks for watching, and as always don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. I'll see you next time.